What's going on? How you doing today? All right, I wanted to give you a quick update on the cabinets that I had painted 2 years ago, and let's take a quick look at them. And they are looking just as good today as they were 2 years ago. All right, so here they are. Here's the cabinets. Look at that. Really smooth, beautiful, durable. There was a little problem here, but I think it was the dog trying to get into the trash can, and I had to touch it up. I have this, what do you call it, little magic eraser type thing here, and they clean up very well. So, but yeah, check it out. They are looking just as beautiful as they were on day one, and yeah, look at that. So yeah, beautiful. Oh, also, I'm making a little bit of coffee here, but I did the backsplash here. Natural stone travertine all the way around bottom of the window. And I also have an update on the screened in porch. I got a lot of views. Thank you for the views. And I want to talk a little bit about the screened in porch once we get outside. We'll see you out there. Out here in the screened in porch. Let me show you real quick the view from up here. I don't know if you can see it. There's mountains up back there, and we are pretty high off the ground. More mountains back there, sun setting. Hopefully you can see what I see. I'm getting little clouds over there. Anyway, wanted to talk about the screen and the track and the spline and some of the things that can go wrong. This screened in porch, I enclosed it, did the panels, and look at that. It looks pretty good, right? Okay, well, there was a couple of things I had to come back and change. Two screens here because the wind up here, especially we're up high up on the mountains, so the wind would come through here and just the furniture would end up over there, you know. So we had to come back and we had to install the tracking system. All right, but so I just wanted to look at that sky up there. I don't know if you can see it. The colors, pretty cool. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about on the screened in porch and some of the things that could go wrong. Okay, over here I see this was another screen that I replaced. Okay, but here I can see that these little wind chimes, the wind was blowing it so hard that there's a tiny rip here. I don't know if you can see it, but let me see if you can see it. Little rip right there. Okay, and that's from the wind chimes, and they're metal edge. So I just replaced that. Like 2 weeks ago I came up to replace a couple of these screens, and so with the track, it makes it really easy. You can just pull the track off and replace the screen. I did this about 2 years ago, and I did a frame and stapled into the frame, which it worked out really well, but everything considered, okay, and I'll explain a little bit more in a minute. Here again, the view up here, really nice. Okay, let me turn the camera around and we'll talk a little bit about what could go wrong on a screened in porch and what you can do to avoid certain things. Okay, so number one reason why I had to come back and change from the stapled frame to the track frame on the screen was because the number one and probably the main reason why we had to go from staple to track was the wind. Everything up here, the altitude, we're up high in the mountains, and so that was reason number one, and that was the big one. The screens were coming loose. The wind gets really crazy up here, and for that reason we switched over to the track. So I just wanted to be transparent, and I wanted to be upfront and honest on everything that I do. You know, I guarantee my work. I don't guarantee the product, but I like to say that I guarantee my work. So if I have to, you know, if I have to fix something that I did, you know, that's just the nature. That's just the nature of the beast. That's what we do. You know. So I had to replace a couple of screens because of the wind, and one was the wind. Number two was the furniture and things that were hitting up against the screen and making them loose and everything. So we switched over to the track. Okay, so switching over to the track, some of the things that can go wrong. Okay, number one, I think that everything must be taken into consideration on where you are, what type of durability you want. If you're in a windy area, or you know, I know that screened in porches down in Florida area, they have a much heavier screen. Okay, so the screens, they also come in different thickness and different strength. Some are light screen, some are metal, some are plastic, and some screens are like almost commercial, heavy duty. So that really matters on where and when to use a heavy screen, or even a commercial type of screen, if you want it to be durable and withstand the winds and different weathers depending on where you live. All that matters. All that really matters. Also, I ran into the problem when we picked up, as you can see, the tracks are white, and we wanted the black ones or the dark color ones because I stained this deck. I did the panels. These are the white tracks that I'm talking about, and look at the lights, they look pretty good. I painted the ceiling, I painted all the trim here, power washed it, painted soffit up there. So I did some work over here on staining this is the monster deck that I stained it by hand. I got a video on that. And so when I installed the screen, they look beautiful, and they still do. And the enclosed porch, they love it, you know. But we ran into a couple of problems. One of the problem was when we picked up the material, they didn't have the black track, so we winded up with the white. The splines, they come in small rolls. They come in at least three sizes. I think one's an 1/8, one's like 3/16, and the other one's like I don't know, 9/16 or something like that. They come in different thickness. So I picked up like 3 or 4 rolls to do this screened in porch, and I think 1 or 2 rolls were the smaller ones because that's all they had on the shelf. Remember, this is when the shelves were empty. So, and by doing that, the smaller spline came loose, and some of the screens were coming loose, especially up here where it gets really windy. So those were a couple of the problems that we ran into up here as far as the screen goes. And this is what happened with this one here. We were in a high wind area, and so we had to make some changes and do a little bit of upgrading. So, but it's still looking great. The panels, the porch is enclosed, and they are enjoying their enclosed porch. And so I am up here at the lake house, and I just wanted to give you an update on the cabinets and talk a little bit about the screen and some of the things that went wrong. Okay, so with all the things that can go wrong being said, we'll talk a little bit more on the positive stuff, which you're really gonna love your enclosed porch. There's a lot of advantages, and For one, it keeps the you get a little bit of privacy. On this one here, we decided to enclose the panel on the bottom side and then use the screen on the top side because of the dogs. They won't bark at everything that they see out there, so that really helps on that. Also on this one here, we actually put the tracking system on the inside for servicing and maintenance and whatnot, because we are 30-40 feet up in the air. So every situation is a little bit different. You pick whatever best scenario, best system that you need to install on your enclosed porch, but you're really are gonna like the final. Keeps the bugs out, gives you some privacy. So there's a lot of great things about enclosing a porch that you're gonna love, and I love the way this came out. They love it, and once again, I want to thank you for watching my videos. Thank you, the new subscribers. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want, and I will see you on the next job. Have a blessed day.